when I look at AI text humanizers through that lens, there's certainly some sense of wanting to make sure that people know whether or not they're interacting with a person or interacting with a model output, and the lines between those things getting blurrier. There's also just the fact that, similar to the AI proctoring technologies, there's always biases in these systems. In AI proctoring, it was that if you don't have like high-speed internet and a clean house and like a quiet place to work, you're going to get flagged as cheating. When it comes to these systems, you get into whether or not someone speaks English or writes in English in the way that we're computationally defining what it means to write as a human. But honestly, I actually think that the interesting kind of so what that comes out of this for me is that we know at this point that the amount of training data that is being used to develop and improve these models that comes from AI-generated text is increasing, and it will continue to increase. And there are norms and biases and things that are inherent to that kind of AI-generated text that's going to get recycled and ingrained into these models in a way that more representative writing does not. And that can have a real impact on what we think the human factor in media is and how we associate that with groups of people with socioeconomic status, with all these other intersectional lenses that we all live our lives in. From a practical perspective, I obviously would not recommend that you use these tools, both from kind of like my own values and ethics, but also from the perspective that they don't work, and it's not really worth spending money on a tool that's basically trying to gaslight you into thinking that you're reading something that was written by. And speaking of AI tools gaslighting you, a lot of you have actually reached out primarily on my other socials where I've been posting more often, asking for help finding AI tools that work for you, that don't require you to like spend a ton of money. So I've actually started doing 45-minute and 60-minute sessions called the AI Edit. The idea behind them is that I want to help you solve the actual problems in your life instead of just throwing like the latest AI hype tool at you.